Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome back to Let's Play Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus for the Sony PlayStation 2 again. In the last video, we got the third part of the Thievius Raccoonus away from Ms. Ruby, and now we have started the fourth chapter of the game, where we now have another adversary to deal with in the form of the Panda King, who has the fourth part of the Thievius Raccoonus. We've already completed the first stage of Chapter 4, and once I step forward, we will get some dialogue from the Panda King himself. That explains the firework causing an avalanche that buried the village that we saw near the beginning of the first stage of this area that we saw in the last video. Anyway, we have fireworks here protected by 3 treasure key locks. We already got 1 key, but we need 2 more in order to use those fireworks to get further into the stronghold so we can get to the Panda King. And 2 of the places we can go to are right around here. And I believe that if we go here, we'll go to the first place that I want to go to for this video. Flaming Temple of Flame, which I keep accidentally wanting to call Flaming Table of Flame. I did that in the Master Thief Sprint Run video for this chapter, which was the last part of the first playthrough, and I accidentally have it in my notes here as Flaming Table of Flame. So now it's a weird in-joke that is only understood by a party of 1. I need to watch out for this guy, and we'll get some dialogue from Bentley. And from here we need to climb up and slide down this. There will be an enemy here. We can easily take care of him. And we can swing our way over here and destroy the alarm. That way we don't have to deal with those lasers anymore. Not like they'll be that much of a problem. There's more hooks up ahead, but if we take the lower path, we'll get 3 clue bottles, which I do want to get my hands on. And then we can continue. Now advance up here, take care of this guy, and I might as well go ahead and use the Master Thief Sprint shortcut right there. Now, we need to swing all the way over here, smash the alarm. We're going to hide right here, because he will turn towards us when he turns around. And we're going to break these note bottles, these clue bottles. And we need to go over here for some clue bottles that are very, very easy to miss. Once again, during the practice run, I completely missed that one part. And I actually had to backtrack for a couple minutes just to remember, hey, this was here. And now, we've tripped another checkpoint. We need to hit the Kung Fu Monkey before the Kung Fu Monkey hits us. And from here, we want to watch out for the searchlights. Let's smash the alarm. Wait on this enemy to strike. And we want to jump over here and look around for a safe of some sort. There it is. Let's go ahead and smash it. These are also pretty easy to miss. And now we have a bunch of monkeys swinging around Nunchaku. It is possible to hit them from above using that chandelier, but you'll just get coins for it, and there's not much of a reason to do so. And if you smack the poles, you won't be able to break their concentration either, so that's a thing. Anyway, we need to sneak our way up here. And this is where we need to go. And from here, we need to press circle on top of this wooden chandelier. And we need to keep close to the edge so that way I can use the shortcut to get over here. And we need to climb over here for two things. One, we can break the horns, which have cracks in them, to reveal some things. That rope over there that we need to slide down, that takes us to the rest of the stage, but I want to go this way because that leads to some clue bottles. And yes, I know I'll have to drop down. And if I could do this a little more simply. Really? You're going to do this to me? And I cannot use the shortcut as well as I would like. There we go. Really finicky trying to use the Master C sprint shortcut right there. Now we need to climb back up and slide down this rope. Now, before you slide down the next one, believe it or not, you can actually drop down here. If you look around with the control pad, you'll notice you can do that, which is good, because you may have noticed, if you looked around earlier in the level, that these two note bottles are here, these two clue bottles. To use this platform, just strike it, and you will set off the fireworks, and you can cause this thing to rise up. Now it's time to take care of this guy. And this guy. Now there are two ways to do this. Believe it or not, I didn't know you could sidle your way to the side here and then end up beneath them. You can do it that way. How he did not hear that, I will never know. Yes, you can hit him from behind, but I'm going to show off the other thing. I'm going to show off the other way, which is the more incredible way. You can strike the platform, and you won't have to worry about tripping or getting into the view of the flashlight. And then you can drop down here and hit him. Might as well go ahead and show off both ways. Why not? And believe it or not, if you go over here, you'll find another platform leading to the last of the clue bottles. And I want to drop down the same way I came here, just to be thoroughly safe. And from here, we can just climb our way up, trip the checkpoint, fight off two more enemies, and we need to use the hooks to get closer to the exit. And from here, I might as well go ahead and use a time-saving technique to get over to here and destroy the alarm. A few things we can do here. We can get our charm back, so we're back to gold. We can break some pots. There's quite a few pots in these levels that you can break for coins. And 3, we can open up the vault.
Press the circle to enter the vault code.
Well, I can do that if I'm not hanging off of it.
For you, I versed in chaos theory. Otherwise, this code would have been unsolvable. Input 932. Incredible! I never would have thought this was possible. Sir Augustine of Cooper's technique to briefly defy gravity. From now on, you should be able to pop right out of those bottomless pits you keep falling into. And you won't even lose a lucky charm.
And with this, if we fall into a bottomless pit, we won't die. We won't even lose one of our hits if we do that, which we can do if we didn't have this. Anyway, we're done here. Time to go ahead and grab the treasure key. And now we have another level that we can tackle, which I do want to tackle. Is there any other ones? There's the King of the Hill, but how the heck do you get to that? There's that. There's you. Oh, I see. There's the hook. Okay. Alright. We need to wait for this guy to fall asleep, then get up close and smack him before he smacks us. That way we can check out the Unseen Foe, which is the other level that I'm going to be doing for this video. And we have quite a few clue bottles to get for this one, starting with these two. And from here, we need to leap into either window. Now we need to use our...
This looks like a good place to try out your new invisibility move. Hold down the circle button to drop out of sight. While invisible, nothing can see you. Not lasers, not searchlights, not guards. Oh, and if the guards already see you, then the invisibility trick won't work on them.
Or I can have Bentley explain everything for me. So we can just use the invisibility on these conveyor belts. Thankfully, I have the ability that allows me to move while invisible. And I can take care of this guy afterwards. Now, you can use your invisibility against this guy, but if you're fast, you can just sneak in from there, and then you can get the clue bottles, and that's that. Also, want to make sure you get the safe at the end of this conveyor belt. It can be easy to miss. And now we need to use our invisibility power to get past the searchlight when it comes our way. Once it does, and we pass by it, we're free to turn it off and we can go further ahead. Now then, this whole spiral passageway will have a moving laser wall that we want to avoid, and a laser wall that will quickly come at us. But if you break the alarm, we'll turn it off. And we can smash the pots if we want to. I might as well do that. Might as well go ahead and get another life or two while I am doing things around here. And now we have these fireworks. They're much like the torches in Ms. Ruby's stage. And now we need to sneak around here and then go to the back. We can drop down, beat this guy up, and get 2 clue bottles. And we can climb on this to get back up. Now we need to wait on this, so that way we don't get burned. And I'm going to trip the checkpoint just so I can make sure that I start right here in case something happens. Now, this can be a little dicey. What you need to do is stay on either side of the conveyor belt. And when the flashlight is not trained on you, that's when you want to turn the invisibility off, double jump, and hit the invisibility and hold the button down again for the invisibility once you land. And you want to keep moving forward while you're invisible, so that way you don't get pushed back by the conveyor belt. If you can do it right, you'll be able to double jump your way to the guard without getting caught and smash them like I did. Also, you do want to look back once you get past that conveyor belt, because there are some clue bottles here that are very easy to miss. There's 3 here, And I believe there are 2 here. Alright. Now, well, I thought we had them, but there were some clue bottles here too, but I think I got them. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. But we do need to slide down here. And this is where things will get a little interesting. Treasure key's down here, but we have to climb all the way to the top and then drop down to get it. In the meantime, we do have some enemies that we need to deal with. So we might as well deal with them. And almost didn't expect you. There's a safe here, and if you climb this tree, you'll find 2 more. We'll be getting to those clue bottles up there eventually. For now, we want to continue. We will get everything in due time. And there is another enemy to smack around right there. And this enemy with the flashlight is guarding 2 clue bottles. We can drop down, smack them around, and we can get the bottles. And now to climb further up. We'll be getting to those clue bottles eventually too. For now, let's slide our way over to here. And it may look like we're in familiar territory, we're not. We did reach a new place, and you can tell because of these lasers. There are some clue bottles hanging on strings on the ceiling, but we're not going to get those yet because, well, I'll get 2 of them. How's that sound? And this is what I was thinking of earlier. Those are the note bottles that, or the clue bottles after the tougher moving conveyor belt section with the invisibility and the double jumps that I was thinking of. They're right there after the big laser field. So we got everything that's over here. We've got hooks that are moving around on this conveyor belt. We need to hang off of one, and we need to make our way over to the other side. Before we climb up, though, there will be another enemy that we need to smack around. There's 2 more clue bottles right there at the other end. I told you we'd get to those eventually. And now we need to make our way to the top. Before we do that, though, before we go down into that doorway, we need to climb up here. There's the vault, but there's also a trampoline. And if you can jump your way up to the top of the tower, the very top with the trampoline, you'll be able to find the last clue bottle. Now we can open the vault.
Press the circle to enter the vault code. It was a challenge, but this vault's combination has got to be 667.
And game comes dreadfully close to that number again.
You found the blueprints for the Panda King's lair. I'll upload the data straight into your binocucom.
And with that, we can now use a binocucom to find any secrets we may miss while we are in the Panda King's hideout. And I believe that if I drop down here, I should be able to get back to where I need to be.
Sly, this pagoda is some kind of huge gunpowder production plant. Judging by the scale, the Panda King must be making tons of explosives.
Well, this should look familiar. This is what we were doing in Interpol way back at the beginning of this game. And there are 2 ways to do this. You can jump from platform to platform, and it's pretty easy to figure out. Or, okay, sure game. Make it so that I do that and make this look super easy. I just skipped half of this. Let's just get the key. But there is a way to double jump or rather to single jump just a little bit, and then you drop down, move all the way forward. Oh my word. I'm not sure if you heard that, but somebody just fired a gun twice. I told you this place was nasty. Back when I was playing Sumo Fighter. You've got to be kidding me. More of this? Okay. I'm sitting on the floor now. As I was saying, there is a way to single jump slightly forward, and then you can just make your way forward even more. You will trip the lasers, but you'll drop all the way to where the treasure key is, and you can use that as a shortcut to get to the end during the Master Thief sprint. I tried to do that. It didn't work, and I ended up making the hard way a little easier. Though the hard way is just as simple as it was in Interpol. Anyway, join me next time after I've called the police, where I go through 2 more stages of the Panda King's hideout. Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care. Stay safe. Wow, that sounded good, didn't it? Stay safe, and thanks for watching.